Welcome to Discovering 615, the podcast celebrating the people, places, and stories that make Middle Tennessee amazing. Here's your host, Rob Thacker, realtor with eXp Realty, better known as Thacker 615.
So business has been booming, good.
Yeah, we've got our goals for this year, so we saw like 26% growth last year, which wasn't bad. So we're looking for more this year.
Well, good. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Good. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Discovering 615. I'm your host, Rob Thacker, also known as Thacker 615. And today I am joined with Dougie Wilson and Taylor Haber of the Social Indoor, one of the largest advertising companies in the state of Tennessee, correct?
Largest indoor advertising company.
Largest indoor advertising company. You've probably seen them at places like Richmond, which I was telling Taylor earlier. I was at the Predators game Sunday night, walked in the men's room, there you guys were, so to speak. Everywhere. So we're going to today talk about how you guys got into business, how you got into Social Indoor, and help you guys get their message across to people on how advertising approaches helping local businesses. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First off, and you guys can choose, I don't know who lost the coin toss, but how did you guys end up in Middle Tennessee? How did you end up here?
Social Indoor started in 2020 in the area in Nashville. It's a franchise business, and in early 2020, 2021, we had 4 franchises in the area. We had Nashville itself, Clarksville, Northeast Nashville, which is Sumner County, Wilson County, and Murfreesboro. And we had this digital product that Social Indoor Corporate, they've been in the business for almost 40 years, based out of Minneapolis, just outside Minneapolis. I decided I wanted to start my own business, and I knew my friend who had the Nashville franchise. He was a school chum of the guy who owns Social Indoor.
Okay.
He'd taken on the franchise. I was interested. There was an opportunity to get into it, so I did it. And then we just evolved over a year or so. We eventually all pulled ourselves together. We combined our franchises. We bought out the competition, Graffiti Indoor Advertising, in 2022, sorry. And then that was it. That was our footprint. We ended up having the entire Nashville area. We're the biggest indoor advertiser in the state. We've got over 400 locations around the area, from Clarksville over to Lebanon, over to Bellevue, all the way down to Murfreesboro, Spring Hill. So we've got the footprint, and we've got the product, and we love doing it. It's a lot of fun.
That's great. And Taylor, what got you into the Social Indoor group?
Actually, through a mutual friend, I was at a previous sales job that I didn't see myself staying in long term, and so whenever I chose to leave that, I had made connections through the clients I had there, and then one in particular introduced me to Doug, and I hadn't heard of Social Indoor yet, and I hadn't been thrown into the advertising realm of sales, so I thought it was a new challenge for me and something that definitely piqued my interest. So I decided I wanted to give it a shot. As well as our first meeting, I realized that Doug was just as sarcastic as I was, and I knew that this would be entertaining.
Yeah, if y'all haven't picked up, Doug's got a slightly different Middle Tennessee accent.
Just a tad. Yeah.
So Doug, what got you into the advertising business in the first place?
Just this opportunity. I'd never ever done it. I, believe it or not, had 30 years experience in the defense aerospace business. Traveling the world doing that. I ended up coming to the States on that in the late 90s. Worked with my company. I was in a defense company out of Europe. 9/11 happened, and the work I was doing here kind of got extended as a result of that. And eventually the contract finished, and they said, okay, it's time to come home. By then I had the wife, the house, the dog, the green car, and the kid. So I decided to stay, and had a few jobs in between times. And then the opportunity to do social indoor came up. The concept seemed so simple. And I thought this can't be hard. It is, but yeah, I just thought this is interesting. This is something that it gave me a chance to start my own business. I'm a big believer in accountability. I struggled with people claiming accountability in my previous jobs, and nobody ever really does it. And I'm a firm believer in that. So I wanted to be accountable to myself, challenge myself to the core, and owning your own business is the best way to do that.
Absolutely.
You can't turn around and blame anybody else but yourself. So yeah, did that, had a lot of operations background, not any sales background, believe it or not, but I had a lot of relationship background. You know, being over here, working with other companies, I learned how to build relationships. So it just it went from there, and I just kind of evolved. I started understanding sales more. Certainly building out our network of our digital billboards around the area was easy for me, back to my operations background, but it was just a new venture. We took it on with gusto. It's evolved well. We've put a lot of effort into it, a lot of work into it. We've had our ideas, our goals, our expectations of ourselves, and we got us to where we are now. And I'm proud of that. I think we've done a good job. So yeah, never ever sold a thing in my life. Didn't know anything about advertising, but here we are.
So you mentioned earlier some of the hardships for starting out. What are some of the challenges with that were starting out, but then now currently with?
Well, being on your own, owning, and we have a number of franchises around the country, and I think a lot of any franchise owner, any business owner working for themselves, time, there's never enough time. You know, you're constantly, you work 24/7. Your company, it becomes your child, it can engulf you. You have to find that work-life balance, and even more so in when you own your own business. But yeah, it was just having to do everything, having to wear so many hats. It's hard work, but if you view it as a learning process, and don't be hard on yourself. Yes, you make mistakes. Yes, you learn. Don't be afraid to ask. I learned how to ask. I'm one of those self-sufficient fools, but I learned you got to ask questions. You got to seek help. And now our challenges, they're different, but they're even more complex. You know, we're a sizable business now. We have competition in the advertising business. Our challenges are more driven by the business environment right now, the financial situation of businesses. Social media is always, it's always viewed as an easy way to advertise, but advertising companies and marketing companies, whether it's indoor billboards, radio, TV, highway billboards, they're there for a reason. They know what they're doing.
That's a good point.
And it's convincing people you don't want to spend the money, but if you do, it will be better for you in the long term. It's a wiser investment. Don't look for an immediate ROI. Think about the long-term gains of having a professional organization looking after you for you. Because our interest is their success.
That's a really good point you bring up, because you guys are looking after your clients.
Yeah, that's all we want to do.
Whereas versus Facebook ads, I can pay something for a Facebook ad, but my opinion, Facebook's not really looking out for me.
I mean, look, we use social media too, you know, I mean, we use it, everybody has to use it. We don't use it as our only means of advertising ourselves, but
yeah, multiple mediums of advertising are the most effective way to get your name.
There's lots of ways. I mean, don't never select one way of doing it. And you know, as I say, social media is a great medium. The problem is you don't really have control. And what we like to, so we're kind of like an old school company, John.
Right.
You want to put an advert in Bridgestone Arena to get a hockey fan, we'll put it in Bridgestone Arena for you. You put it on Facebook, you don't know who's really going to end up seeing it. Facebook decides, ultimately. AI decides.
Yeah.
People in Ohio.
Yeah, but whereas we put it where you want it to go.
You're right.
So it's a much more intimate experience really with the client, because we like to find out who's your demographic, who's your, what's your audience, what's the area of town you want, what's the lifestyle you're chasing, all this kind of thing. And you know, we joke about AI. You know, we'll say our AI is actual intelligence. We've got
I love that.
we've got
Actual
salespeople
intelligence.
like Taylor who she knows the area. She understands the locations we have. She works with the clients. She can tune that campaign right down to the nth degree. So it's I think it's a better solution.
I would have to agree because I mean because like for example I'm on Instagram, Thacker615 is my Instagram. And yet I've got to figure out, you got to play with algorithms, figure out what's the algorithm, what are they, and then they keep changing, it feels like they keep changing the rules or whatever, so, but with you guys,
And it takes a lot of time. It takes time to be on social media.
it does.
You're only as relevant as your last post. We have in-house creative design services here. Everybody who you deal with in this, and with a campaign with us, lives, breathes, and plays here. So you're dealing with the people that understand the area, and yeah, we'll do the work for you. We can design your ad. It's cheap. It doesn't cost a lot. We've been doing it for a long time. We know how advertising and adverts should be designed, and we can do it for you. So it takes that hardship away. Because I've always argued a business owner, they're worth at least $100 or $200 an hour. That's what your time is worth. You can't afford to waste that time doing something that you can pay less to have a professional do it for you.
Gotcha. So Taylor, what is, in terms of all this, I heard Doug mention a little bit the location stuff, so what is your avenue, or what is your role sort of with the social indoor? What do you, like if we were to follow you for a day, what do you end up doing?
Okay, well, as a sales representative, there is a mixture of touch points that I have to hit on. So, whether that's going to networking events, sending cold emails, cold calls, I use LinkedIn a lot, stopping by businesses in person. It's very important to have that face-to-face contact so that they know who is talking with them. Really just hitting as many touch points as I can. That way you are also staying top of mind with that potential client. And it's kind of funny because it's like I have to be my own social indoor to them, and then I give them a campaign to help them stay top of mind if that is what aligns with their goals. But there are definitely daily challenges, just as there is with every sales position, I would assume. And I mean, my favorite part is finding, or I guess learning more about these businesses. I get to work with all different industries, so I know way more than I did before starting this job about the roofing industry and insurance agents and like when it's their busy season and when it's not. And I get to help tailor a campaign that best suits their goals and their needs as a business, and then work with them through their challenges and see what ways we can help. So I think I just like the challenging aspect of it. It's also very rewarding when those challenges pay off, and so that's kind of a glimpse into my day-to-day lifestyle. It really
It's about being ambassadors. I mean, you know,
That's a great word.
Taylor's a good example. She's a really good ambassador for the company. She gets the word out. When we brought her in, we recognized she had a social presence that we thought, hey, we need this. We need people out. I mean, networking is what got me off. You know, at the start of all this, that's how I got the name out there, got the brand out there, and got business. And it was building trust with people. It took a while, but then once they realized, hey, yeah, this guy's okay, I think his product might be good, then they start talking. And we need more of that. We needed people out there being ambassadors for the brand, conveying the messaging that we need to get out there and having a presence. And she stepped up, and she kind of stepped in the northeast up in Sumner and areas like that. She kind of took over from me. I was the presence for a while, but
people would ask me if I was Doug's boss.
yeah, I mean, it was, you know, it started, people would say, oh yeah, we know Doug Wilson, and then I was seeing people go, oh yeah, we were talking to Taylor, yeah, she's going, oh good, I'm hearing Taylor now instead of me, and that means she was getting it right. She was making a presence, because we we support the business community at many levels, and so we have to be part of that community.
Yeah.
And yeah, she stepped up and did that really well. So
So yeah, you mentioned the business community. You mentioned guys. There's a lot of things, questions. I'm going to try to pose these in the way in terms of like the business community. You guys obviously are pouring in. How has the business community received you all at Social Indoor?
for me, it's been a very positive experience. We get referrals. When people do business with us, I've not had anybody, it sounds a bit, I don't know, nobody's ever complained about us or about me. We get referrals from people, which you can't ask more than that. If people, I have had folk come over to me at networking events and want to introduce me to somebody because of what we do. And the fact that other people are willing to promote our business and our brand and our product because they've had a good experience with it, I couldn't ask for more than that. So yeah, that kind of positive feedback. I've only ever had a positive feedback in the business community. I really value it, and we try and put as much into it as we can get from it. So yeah, it's been a nice experience today. I mean, I think we want to be seen as people who are there just to help businesses. So yes, we make money, of course. It's every business is intent. But we're here to support. We've created positions in the company dedicated to just supporting our clients and bettering their experience. So it's important to us. It's a priority. So and it pays off. It definitely pays off, and it feels good.
And to me, it sounds like you guys are big, because you said it earlier when you were starting out, relationships. You've mentioned relationships. So relationships, would you say you guys are a relationship-driven business then?
I'd say so. We have we've got clients who've been with us for years. They come back, they know it works, they like dealing with us. They can trust us, they know we'll get it done for them.
We give them goodie bags.
Yeah, we look after them. Yeah, come Christmas time it can be nice, and yeah, I mean it's. I think recurring business is it says it all, and we have a lot of that. We have a lot of short-term business as well. We have a lot of ties in with the music industry and events. This is Nashville after all, so we have a lot of short-term contracts, but seasonal, or whether it's driven by the CMAs or whatever else, or CMA Fest, but they come back again the next year to use our product because they know it works and it was a good time, it's a good experience. So recurring business is what it's about.
Yeah, I feel relationships are very, very important.
Yeah.
In a successful business, it's definitely really important in a sales position. So that's, once Doug introduced me to the networking event world, I ran with it. Because I realized those relationships were going to be very important, and that is how I have met the people I know today. So.
And we know a lot more people than we do business with, and that's the thing. I mean, it's about just networking with the community, setting up relationships with people. I mean, we know 10 times more people than we do business with, but it doesn't matter. We're not just chasing business. We're trying to just being an essential part of that community. I've been able in this job to tie other two companies together and for them to partner on something. No gain to me. It wasn't for that. I knew a guy who roasted coffee in Hendersonville, and we knew a distillery up in Clarksville, and he always wanted to have a whiskey infused coffee product. And we put them together, and they did it.
That's amazing.
And we stood back and watched it. That was great,
That's
It
great.
happened. He had this special blend. It ran for a while. It was popular. Okay, that was good. That felt good because that was just us trying to be a contributing part to the business community. So
That's
fun,
awesome.
Fun when that happens.
That's awesome. It's all about community. All about community. So what are, I guess, if you can tell us any future, what's next for Social Indoor? What's next? What's on the horizon? If you're allowed to spill the beans, so to speak.
I'm gonna let Doug take
Well,
this
no,
one.
there's no beans to spill. I mean, we have a variety of products. People think we're just restroom advertising, but we're not. You know, that we're never, social indoor has never just been restroom advertising. We can have TVs up in open areas in restaurants and coffee shops and gyms and stuff like that. We have a digital marketing product, a mobile product that we've been running with for just over a year now. It accounted for, was it 10 or 20% of our sales last year? It's been so successful. That's really proven to be good. And Taylor's been able to spearhead that a lot with the record companies and stuff. They love it because it has some unique elements to it that allow us to really target audiences with mobile advertising. We're branching into CTV, which will be the next thing. It's obviously a much more expensive product, but we do have existing clients who have expressed an interest. And we can pursue with new clients as well. And then we have other things that we can offer. You know, we do everything from, you know, drinks posters to vinyl floor covering. We can do anything. If you've got a big campaign, we can put anything everywhere. We just can't put anything on a big billboard. We don't have highway billboards. We don't have our own radio station, but we partner with other businesses in the industry, and we can channel things.
Right.
We partner with magazines, we partner with radio, we partner with a whole bunch of people, and we can channel that and share the wealth. And you know, we don't compete. We all just do business in the same field. So
Yeah. He said better than I could have. That's glad you answered that question.
strategic.
Well, that's great. That's awesome. And of course, again, like you said, Bridgestone. Anytime you go down to Bridgestone, you use the restrooms.
We love Bridgestone, yeah.
Or whatever.
We've sunk a lot of money into Bridgestone. It's been a big investment in that digital. You know, it's funny. A lot of people, you know, we tell them, yeah, we're in Bridgestone, and they think, ooh, that's going to cost a fortune. But it doesn't have to. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be some big expensive package. Give them a call and ask how much it costs to put your ad on the Jumbotron. And then think, okay, when the buzzer goes at the end of a period, people are, they're kind of looking at the Jumbotron to see the kiss cam. All the other people are heading to the restrooms to stand and look at all these screens changing, showing local businesses. So where do you want your ad to be? Because trust me, the restroom is going to be a lot cheaper, a lot more effective.
Especially when those lines,
Exactly.
build up.
Exactly.
We've got one right there where the line is.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
perfect.
Yeah, we actually have one of our own promotional ads in the women's rooms there. It's a picture of all these women standing. That's all it is, and it says, yeah, the folks standing in line are going to see this ad as well, because you know they're standing in line looking at a digital screen, and then in the women's they go into the stalls, and then there's the ads. So it's not expensive. It's a lot cheaper. Actually, Bridgestone is one of our cheapest rates.
We do one-night events.
One-night events as well.
For as little as a few $100s.
Yeah.
Like any industry can get in Bridgetown. Well, it's subject to approval, of course.
Of
But
course, yeah, Bridgestone, they have the final say on who advertises. They've got partnerships we have to consider. But
I would say like that partnership is very beneficial to our clients.
yeah,
Because,
indeed.
there's
So
many
yeah, the
events
one-night
there
things are
too.
really good. Anytime there's something big coming up, what's coming up at the end of this? Harlem Globetrotters at the end of the month, you know. That's kids, right? If you want to advertise to parents, a few $100 and you're in front of all these parents for a night, you know. It's a great way of advertising.
People love when the SEC tournament is going
Oh,
that's
yeah.
coming up too. Yeah, we cover the basketball, and then there's a 3-night rodeo in May, which is going to have Miranda Lambert performing.
The CMA Awards
CMA Awards,
just
yeah.
happened. I had music industry ate that one up,
Mhm.
so
Of course, Lainey Wilson was actually advertising, and she was presenting, and she was advertising in the restrooms too.
yes, that was
Nothing like, you know.
funny for me.
That's right, it was her.
That was my
So,
client.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So where can people go to find y'all?
well, if you want our phone number, we're on pretty much every restroom wall in the city.
That's Doug's.
That is
That's my phone, my personal cell phone, everybody. No. Yeah, I mean, you just, just give us a call. Our phone number is literally on the walls. Nashville.socialindoor.com is our website. You can see some of the things we do there. But yeah, give us a call, or if you bump into Taylor at a networking event, we're around. You can find us very easily. And we'd love to have a conversation. And we'd love just to meet with people, talk to them, find out what their challenges are, find out if there's a way we can fit in and help them. We only want to help. We want to educate. We want to make people understand that, the importance of advertising is. It's easy to say, well, of course you sell advertising, you want to promote it, but if you're not advertising, the other guy is. And if you cut your budget, the first thing that normally goes is advertising. That just means the other guy is going to be seen and you're not. And if times are hard for companies and they have to make cuts, but if you stop advertising, people don't know you're there. That's not going to help. You got to put that bit of money in there to make people see you and keep them coming. And we're always there to try and help. We're very flexible. We don't force packages on people. We don't force set terms or set rates or set quantities. You tell us what you want, where you want, when you want it, and we'll put it there. Simple as that.
Yeah. And I've noticed, obviously some people think they don't need any advertising, and for some businesses, maybe they don't. Maybe they've really built themselves on word of mouth, but we know that advertising is really important. And so, what is that saying? It's like, don't make hay while the sun is, or what is it? Don't make hay while the sun is shining?
Something like that.
It's too American for you.
Yeah, we're all sheep and heather, man.
Basically, during their busy season, they don't want to advertise because it doesn't make sense to advertise while all the money's coming in. But I find it's the opposite of that. If you wait until your slow season, then what are you going to do? Because impressions don't come immediately. They don't turn into business like that. It can take a while, and that's why we suggest a minimum of a 6-month campaign.
Yeah, we like to, we don't force it, but it's all, everybody knows the 7 touch point. How many times do people have to see a brand before you start thinking about
it's
it?
It's like 8 to 10 times.
Yeah, there is a rule. But yeah, we're a brand awareness product. I mean, we're advertising, but we're about brand awareness. The more people see and the more places they see it, the more they recollect. And this product, restroom advertising, has a very good retention rate. It's like something like an 87% retention rate. People remember what they see because they're looking for a distraction in there. And when they're reading something or looking at something, or they see a clever ad or something, eye-catching or engaging, they remember it. That's the beauty of it. Our digital screens are great fun. It's a screen,
big
right?
Big iPad right in front of your face.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, a phone repair company, an ad that the screen just was black and then it cracked. It was a video of a crack. It says, you can fix your screens. Things like that make people go, oh, that's good. I like that, and they remember the name they saw. So, brand awareness is important, and you've got to keep your brand out there because if yours isn't out there, the other guy's going to come in right behind. And you have exclusivity on our screens. So
yeah, and I was just talking with Chancellor the other week, and he was saying it's better to be known before needed. And I think that's just a good way to really execute your brand and let people know, hey, you might not think you need to advertise at this time, but it is always really important to keep your brand out there because when that slow season hits, say roofers, for example, say a storm comes through and all the roofers are competing to get these clients. I mean, the one that has been advertising in front of their audience is top of mind with those people.
Yeah, if you're not advertising your roofing company now, people aren't going to be thinking of you when they need that roof.
That's a good point.
They're going to think of whoever they saw on that billboard or on their social media.
And it's exciting. We get excited about it. We get quite passionate about it because we know we understand the benefits of it. We see the benefits of it month in, month out. and hopefully, people realize that we're not just trying to sell something. We're really excited at what we can bring to a business in terms of visibility, reputation, and hopefully some
And
long-term.
letting them know what is available at their needs. So
Yeah, it's good. It's exciting.
It's exciting. It sounds like Social Indoors. Great way to bring community together and promote community.
Absolutely, yeah. We like you to advertise in the community that you serve. So, if you're a business, take a look around. Within a 2-mile radius, there's going to be some social indoor billboards there. No matter what you think, that's where you want to advertise first. Keep it local, get people in the area, and then as you grow, we'll grow with you.
So if you're an owner in Middle Tennessee and want to find new ways to grow your business, you need to check out Social Indoor.
We're the guys. Give us a call.
find me on LinkedIn. Taylor Haber. Should we give her phone number too?
Yeah, I can never remember it. What is it?
Never
615-327-8115, I believe. Yes, there you go.
If you want to call him, or you can call me, I'll give you my number on LinkedIn.
Well, y'all, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Thanks for checking us out, and have a great day, and God bless. See ya.
Thanks, guys.